The Indian Air Force Chief Air Marshal A.P. Singh has concluded a 3-day visit to France, where he held talks with senior French military leaders, visited key operational facilities, undertook a familiarization flight on the A400M transport aircraft, and met leading defense firms including Dassault Aviation, Safran and MBDA. The Indian Army plans to train nearly 5 lakh personnel in drone operations over the next 5 years, marking a major push to integrate unmanned systems across frontline units. Larsen & Toubro will expand its Kattupalli shipyard near Chennai, with an investment of 1,100 crore rupees, strengthening India's shipbuilding, repair and defense manufacturing capacity. The Indian Navy is set for a major fleet expansion in June 2026, inducting 5 indigenously built platforms, 2 Project 17A stealth frigates, 1 survey vessel, and 2 anti-submarine warfare shallow water craft. India's first privately operated C-130J MRO hub near Bangalore, being developed by Lockheed Martin and Tata Advanced Systems Limited, is on track to become operational by December 2026. BluJ Aerospace's VANTIS Gen 2 plus 500 kg class electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft has successfully completed its maiden flight in Hyderabad, marking a key step toward heavy payload logistics and defense deployment by 2027. Astra Microwave Products Limited has said that the active antenna array unit for the Virupaksha radar for Super Sukhoi upgrade will be completed in the next few months, with the full radar expected by end of 2026. TISA Aerospace, a subsidiary of Zen Technologies, has unveiled the Anister UAV, an indigenous loitering munition and surveillance platform with AI-driven tracking, autonomous engagement, reconnaissance, target acquisition, mid-flight abort, and precision strike capability. Russian President Vladimir Putin has renewed Moscow's offer to work with India on the Su-57 fifth-generation fighter, saying Russia is ready to supply the aircraft and continue developing the platform with India. He also said that Moscow has no limitations on defense cooperation with India, including advanced combat aircraft and next-generation air defense systems. Russia has offered India licensed production of the Su-57 with extensive technology transfer, including rare access to source codes and mission systems, which has been denied in the 114 Rafale deal. This would allow India to integrate indigenous weapons, sensors, avionics and electronic warfare systems without foreign approval, giving the Indian Air Force greater operational independence. According to latest media reports, Boeing is prepared to offer the MQ-28 Ghost back to India, with significant technology transfer, local manufacturing, and customization provisions, enabling possible integration with Tejas Rafale and Su-30 fighter jets. The MQ-28 has a range of over 3,700 kilometers, and it has already demonstrated air-to-air combat capability with the AIM-120 AMRAAM, and future variants could carry internal weapons. The India-specific variant can be integrated with 160 km Astra Mark 1, that could significantly expand India's distributed air combat reach, and provide a powerful unmanned missile launch platform alongside manned fighters. Today's top 3 comments.